Gabe, wait for me!
Run faster! It's right behind us! Here, go into the kitchen.
What are we gonna do? We can't outrun it.
We gotta hide. It's our only chance to survive the night.
We can't fall asleep, though. What if it finds us?
I think we still have some coffee from earlier. That should keep us alert.
Gabe, hurry!
Got it. Here we go. Expedition Roasters. The artisanal roasters, especially pop culture inspired coffees.
Oh yeah, this'll keep us awake. It was really good this morning. I bet it's even good cold. It was Ghoulish Delight, right?
Ironically, it was Happily Never After. You know, the ones themed after the Haunted Mansion?
Well, it looks like we stumbled into our own haunted mansion, am I right?
It's no time for jokes. Drink this.
Oh man, this is good.
Trust me, as soon as we get out of here, you can buy as much Expedition Roasters as you want. I know you love the art on the bags.
Hey, can I have some of that coffee? I'd kill for a good cup of coffee. Not literally, of course.
You gotta be joking me. Ow!
Just give him the coffee and shut up.
Sorry if I scared you. Being a bit tired can for sure make me a bit grouchy. Oh man, that's so good. Reminds me of a coffee I had at this old mansion in New Orleans. One heck of a swinging wake.
If you like that, you might like their other ones. They come out with other flavored coffees all the time.
I don't think ghosts have internet access.
Well, we must be going now.
Thank you for the coffee.
Anytime, and thanks for not hurting us.
Oh, it's not a problem. I never wanted to hurt you or follow you home, but...
But what?
I can't speak for my friends.
Start your hauntingly good time today at expeditionroasters.com and use coupon code DUO15 to save 15% off your first purchase of Expedition Roasters themed coffees. Brew your happy place. Expedition Roasters, an adventure in every bag.
Welcome to Theme Park Duo Podcast. Grab your severed heart monster friends and hop in line as we take you on a creepy tour of some of the best haunts around.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Theme Park Duo Podcast. This one is a little bit different because Nikki is not here. I am joined by my friend James from the Creepy Kingdom. Well, you changed it recently. It's not Creepy Kingdom Podcast anymore because there's like 10 of them.
Yeah,
now.
right now we have like
it's
20 podcasts.
Creepy baking, creepy laundry, creepy Kama Sutra. There's like creepy everything now, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's several podcasts that cover creepy Kama Sutra. Too many topics can be contained in one. No. Well, yeah. Now the podcast is growing just to be like a full website where we write more articles, and then we turn the podcast into a podcast network to have more themed shows instead of just having the old Creepy Kingdom was kind of a grab bag. You never knew what you were going to get.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
We talk about films, theme parks, haunts, and now we have shows dedicated to each of those things.
There you go. So James is going to be joining me to talk about Queen Mary's Dark Harbor for 2018 this year because Nikki and I didn't get to experience this year.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, nothing real big at all. Like just having a baby and just all that stuff. Trust me, the things that I've seen come out of that baby are more terrifying than anything you could experience at any haunt. I have screamed plenty of times.
Oh my!
So many times. I've gotten. Yeah, let's not get into the details. It's terrifying. It's real bad. Trust me. You don't want to hear anything about it. But anyway, that is the reason why we have not been able to attend Queen Mary's Dark Harbor this year, which we're very sad because it's honestly one of our favorite events of the year. I mean, it's really hard to skip that one because of how unique it is.
For sure. I mean, having a haunt in a actual haunted place.
A haunted haunt.
Haunt.
Is that how that works? Is it a haunted haunt, or is it just a haunted haunt? It's a haunted haunt.
It's a haunted haunt, and somehow that didn't go through in their marketing.
They missed out on that one.
Dropped the ball on that one.
Dropped the ball a little bit.
No, I mean, it's unique, and the quality, I think, is a really big contender to compete with the theme parks, which is why it's on your show, I guess, because it's not a theme park.
Exactly.
But it's
themed entertainment, which is what we do. Even though we're called Theme Park Duo, we cover themed entertainment. And Queen Mary does some fantastic work throughout the year, with not even just the haunt of Dark Harbor, but with Chill and a lot of other things they have going on. So I mean, I'm just sad in general that I didn't get to experience it, but you did, so I get to live vicariously through you.
Yes, live through me.
Ew.
Sorry. And your listeners get to live through me as well. It's a lot of pressure.
But I think you will succeed. I think you will pass with flying colors.
We'll see.
Most of those colors will be black because it's Halloween.
Yes.
There you go. Blacks, grays, dark crimson reds for blood. There you go.
Yeah.
Flying colors.
Flying dark colors.
Anyway.
Dark Harbor.
Anyway, yes, Dark Harbor. So let's talk a little bit about the event. So this year, there was a lot of hype behind the event. At Midsummer Scream for this year, they announced that they had a new evil spirit joining them, which everyone thought it was going to be a new character, but it ended up being Jon Cooke, whose name you might be familiar with because he designed a lot of incredible mazes at Not Scary Farm, and now he has his own Plague Productions, and he has an escape room in Upland. I think it's Upland.
If not, it's somewhere in the Inland Empire.
Yeah, it's in the Inland Empire, and it's called Murder Co. It's fantastic. So he's joined their team to help kind of revamp every single maze they have.
Yeah.
Now, do you know if he's touched just the mazes, or has he kind of touched everything as a whole, like the entire event?
I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say it was just the mazes. I don't really think the entire event had an overhaul, but the mazes, pretty much all of them completely did. And I'm really eager to get into how extreme some of these overhauls were.
From what I heard, there are some really, really drastic changes to a lot of mazes, and even getting rid of one of the mazes in its entirety. So there is a lot to talk about with regards to that. But in general, before jumping into that, could you feel a difference between last year's and this year's event?
I mean, when it comes to the mazes, I definitely feel different. I guess in the past, every year, Dark Harbor seems to bring a new maze. So we always have the one thing to look forward to. This year, we didn't have that, but they overhauled some of the mazes so much that some of them really felt like a really new experience.
Yeah.
Like one in particular, I teaser, really felt like it was completely brand new. Like I never, I never went through it before.
Well, that's good, and I think that's actually really, really good, because I know one of the biggest complaints of haunts in general, if they're bringing back mazes, they don't touch them. And the fact that they're bringing back all these mazes, but they're almost completely, like 95% different, is fantastic. Because then it feels fresh, it feels different, it feels new, but it feels recognizable at the same time.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. And also, back to the uniqueness of Queen Mary, most of their mazes are based on actual legends that took place on the ship. So instead of them making up monsters or having IPs from stuff we know, they're based on legends. So to me, if any place can have returning mazes, it's Dark Harbor, because this is where they live. Like this is where the monsters and the spirits of all these horrible accidents and people that have died on the ship live. So I like going back to see those mazes every year. Hopefully they're a little different, not exactly the same, but I think it's a chance to continue telling a story. Like it's a little bit each year of the same story, and you get what I'm saying? Like it's a continuing chapter.
I totally do, and I actually think it's a really valid point that I've actually never really thought about, is the fact that all these Queen Mary characters for Dark Harbor, you have the Captain, you have Scary Mary, you have Graceful Gale, you have Samuel the Savage, Half Hatchet Henry. You know, you have all these different monster characters that are a representation of some sort of story or legend that has happened on board the ship. And I think it's smart to actually have reoccurring mazes based on those characters to continue a story and to develop the character even more. I actually never truly thought about it in that way. And, you know, we were joking about it in the intro, talking about like a haunted ship. Like, we're not joking. This is a legitimate haunted ship. It's one of the most haunted locations in the world. So it's very fitting to have an event like this take place at this location. And you and I have been to Queen Mary plenty of times, not even during Dark Harbor, and have experienced things ourselves
that were unpleasant,
that were unpleasant, and that were unexplained, and things like that. So, you know, us coming from that perspective have an experience within that realm of Queen Mary actually being more than just a haunted attraction. It is a legitimate haunted attraction in more ways than one. So let's wait no longer. Let's jump into the discussion on the mazes. Do you think I feel like we filled in people who don't know Queen Mary very well what it is, right? We did a pretty good job there.
I mean, if you don't know what the Queen Mary is, I guess you could dive into Wikipedia.
That is a much longer conversation for the Creepy Kingdom History Podcast, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, Creepy Kingdom History Podcast. Lots of deaths, lots of births, lots of energies, spooks and ghouls and ghosts on board, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
there you go. That's the quick summary, Cliff Notes version of the Queen Mary, which is in Long Beach, by the way. Yes, there you go. So let's jump into the mazes. So let's jump into the first maze that we're going to be talking about, and this is a feast. So the description for this one says, "Chop, chop. It's time to report for duty as a new line cook on board the world-famous Queen Mary. However, all is not what it seems, as the kitchens have gone dark and the smell of rank, rotting meats fill the air. From dinner service to the kitchens, angry spirits of an evil chef washes back from a watery grave." That means that's an odd statement. Washes back from a watery grave to serve the high-class Queen Mary passengers of 1948. Face the souls of poisoned travelers, gruesome ship staff, and of course the horrific chef now serving the living to the dead. Let the feast begin. So this was new last year, and then it has a summary of the actual character himself. Should I go into that too? Let's do it. Why not?
Why not?
It's information.
If you're having fun.
Chef, the most loyal yet gruesome spirit to be summoned by the captain, has overtaken the kitchens once more to ensure the ship's trapped souls are well fed. With more than 200 spirits confined aboard the historic luxury liner, Chef is always looking for different flavors to add to his gore-filled cuisine. After rumors of missing soldiers and crew members spread throughout the ship during World War II, all signs and trails of blood led back to the depths of the kitchen. Upon the realization that the crew had been eating human meat, mutiny arose, and Chef was brutally cast into his oven and left for dead. But now he's back. Next item on the menu? You. Be careful what you drink. That's weird. But anyway.
Should have been eat, right?
Yeah, be careful what you eat.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you know you're going to be drinking blood because it's very viscous.
Right.
Very viscous. But, so this is actually another example. Like, this character is based off of a story on the ship.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people in the kitchen got really pissed off and threw this guy into an oven. Like, that's a real story.
Yeah.
So, how does this year's version of Feast live up to the standard from last year? Because it got pretty good reviews last year.
Yeah, I wasn't too into it last year. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't really blown away by it. So this year, or last year, it was towards the front of the ship, and this year it is literally in the space where Soulmate was.
So it's all the way to the back
of the ship, but the path is the backwards path of Soulmate.
That's awkward. Yeah. So you come out going down the stairs then.
Yeah.
So yeah, because originally Soulmate you would go up the stairs and go in, and then come out on the bottom. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's that. You know, I don't have too much to say about this one. I do know that there's a part last year where you crawl through a tight space, and I don't crawl through tight spaces. So
The last time you did that, you were being born.
yes, that was. Yeah,
And after that was a traumatic experience for James.
One
and after
time
that,
only.
One time only deal for him.
So, so I didn't do it last year, and so they have that point come up again, when they're like, and they basically tell you, get in there and crawl, and
Did you not do it? Do you just walk around it?
yeah, I mean, pretty much, I go along with the fun of haunts, and I do whatever, except
Yeah.
for getting super cramped, tight spaces.
Yeah.
So I literally just tell the characters that I'm not going to do it. And I try not to make a scene with it.
Yeah, you're just like,
I don't want them to break
no,
character,
I'm
but
not
I'm just
gonna do this.
like get in there. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. And they're like, oh, go over there.
Yeah. We'll go this way then.
But what was different about that experience this year was that they were hip to the fact that not everyone can crawl through this tight
Yeah.
space. So they had it like a two-way mirror, so you could see your friends.
Oh,
crawling
that's
through this space.
smart. That's really smart. I really like that because then it's not like you're missing out on anything. You get to
Right.
actually see them crawling through and getting messed with.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
that was kind of cool. I didn't know if it was completely. I thought it was glass because I was banging on the thing, and then I found out later that
They can't see
they
anything.
can't see anything.
That's smart. I actually really, really like that. That's really fun. So who were you banging the glass on? Who were you trying to scare? Who were you trying to get someone's attention, right?
Yeah, it was people in my group. You want me to name the?
I don't care about them.
No, it was people I knew. I wasn't a stranger.
Hey, you stranger! Hey, you!
The way that they described being in there, though, was that it was glass, but there were meat grinders underneath where they were
Oh,
crawling.
that's fun.
So I don't think that was part of the crawling last year either.
No, it wasn't. It was like an oven last year.
Okay.
That's what I remember it being. Like, you crawl through the tunnel, you end up in an oven, and then you have to get out
Okay.
of the oven. That's what I remember it being last year. So, actually, I really like that interpretation of it this time. It sounds like they actually, like you said, they came to their senses and they realized, well, not as many people could crawl through, not everyone could do that.
Right.
And we don't want them to miss out on this opportunity to actually have fun.
Yeah, I mean that was completely for those people, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, I think that's awesome. I mean, I would personally want to do it twice just so I could do both versions.
Right, but you couldn't see everything. It was just like it was just a piece of it, which made me even think that it was just for the people looking. Because if it was for the actors, the whole thing would be visible, I would think.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're right. Other than that, were there any other standout moments to you in this maze?
The music was very intense. Like it was getting faster and faster.
Because I remember last year the music wasn't super intense. Like, it was actually very melodic. And
I don't even remember the
It was
music
very
last year.
calm.
Yeah.
Well, like, I feel like Queen Mary does a really good job of making the music not being super apparent, making it more feel very and more part of the ambiance
Yeah.
of the experience, as opposed to being like sometimes like music is like a full character within a maze. Like, it really makes it have its character. And with them, it's more about just adding another level of creepiness. Because a lot of those ships mazes, like, you just hear the water hitting the ship and there's not much else going on.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
That's what they
to
were
me.
going for. But I'd say but as the overhaul, the music was a lot more prevalent in most of the mazes.
That's cool. That's something that I don't think we're used to at
No,
Dark
not at all.
Harbor.
Yeah, after a while, you realize, I'm like, wow, this, especially Feast, I remember, like, man, this music's cranking, like, it's loud, and it particularly was like really intense. It was getting faster and faster, like it was leading to some like climax or something, and it didn't. There was no climax. Like, it was, so that was kind of like, man, we're like, what's gonna happen?
A big letdown.
So I don't know, letdown is a little strong, but it was kind of like, there's no big like wow at the end.
Yeah.
Especially if you think about, if you've experienced it, you've gone through Soulmate, you start, walking up those stairs, going by the propeller, all that stuff.
And you see Graceful Gale in like a pretty version, like you see her in the nice way,
Right.
like her living version of
Yeah,
herself.
I mean, I love Graceful Gale. She's awesome. I did get to talk to her outside of the mazes, but yeah, no, but she's no Graceful Gale waiting at the end of Feast. I mean, there's really, besides that, I guess it works as the beginning of Soulmate because you kind of get it's a slow, like
Slow burn.
slow transition into the chaos, and this is kind of a slow transition out of the chaos of Feast.
Huh. Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. It was like all this build up, and then
Yeah, no, I see what
there's
you're
really
saying. I
nothing
definitely
there.
see what you're saying.
You know, I mean,
definitely see what you're saying.
that's I don't have too much else to say about it. I mean, I wasn't this theme. I'm not like super jazzed about this character.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, it's just like you have all these other cool characters, and it's like chef. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Hello there, children. You know, that's all I just think about, like South Park chef.
If it was that chef, maybe
That would be way better.
A lot more music.
Yeah, a lot more
I guess
music.
the whole like cannibal chef on the seas thing is not the most awesome theme, but you know, whatever.
It works. People enjoy it, and there was a lot of cool new additions this year. So.
Yeah, I would say with that meat grinder thing, I would say that was the highlight for sure.
That's cool. That's cool. So moving on to another maze on the ship, which actually before I jump into that, because I want to say that Feast last year gave me the worst scare that I think I've ever gotten any maze that I've ever gone through.
Really, where was it?
The worst one. It was in the freezer section last year, and on one section, on like you're walking through the kitchen, and on the left there's two people holding each other who were like frozen, like hugging. And then on the right there's like a whole bunch of like schmutz on plates and stuff, you know, like eyeballs, and there's like a monster roaming over there. So I looked to my left, and listeners have heard me tell this story all the time. Like I've mentioned it like many times. But so sit tight, people. To the left there was those people hugging. I thought they were both fake. I thought they were 100% fake. One of them was fake. The other one was real. And so I looked at them, and they're maybe a foot away from me. So they're not far away at all.
Yeah.
And then I turned my head to the right, and I'm like, oh yeah, haha, eyeballs and plates. And as I turned back to my left, the woman was like right in my face, just waiting for me to turn, like almost nose to nose. And I didn't scream. It was like this guttural noise that I've never heard myself like make before. It was like, like it sounded like I was pooping almost. Like it was weird, dude. Like I've never been so scared and like scared in my life. And I was holding hands with Nikki, and like she's told me my hand got sweaty, and like I gripped it real hard, and I was like stumbling. She knew that I was scared because normally I'll go like and then I'll curse at them because I think it's funny.
Right.
Like not like, how dare you, like mad. I'm just like, damn it, like you got me.
Yeah, you got me.
You got me. You know, and this was
boy.
way different, way different. So that was the worst scare I've ever gotten in any haunt ever.
Wow.
And it was in Feast. So I was very curious to see how it kind of changed this year.
Yeah, I don't remember being scared at any point during that.
Do you get
maze.
scared at any point in any haunt, period? I mean, we're both veterans of going to these things.
Jump scares, you know, you expect them, right? I will say that there was a maze coming up at Dark Harbor where they got me really good. I was like, wow, it's like...
You were surprised. You were happy because,
Yeah.
like, for us, it's like, if you get us good... we're elated, like we're beyond happy because it's hard to get us.
Right, yeah. I think also with Dark Harbor, but that's different. Every haunt's different, but I would say with Horror Nights, like you could anticipate it at Hollywood, particularly. You could participate every jump scare. I can't think of any time.
Yeah, you know when they're coming. You know when they're coming. It's very obvious to me.
But with Scary Farm, I think they're really good at misdirection. They're constantly getting your attention away so that someone else could get you. And while I didn't see them there because my attention was away, I can't say that they scared me.
Did you say Scary Farm? You mean Dark Harbor?
No, I was just.
Oh, okay.
I was just comparing the.
Gotcha.
With Dark Harbor, particularly this year, you can't anticipate exactly where they are, and there's not necessarily misdirection. It just could be anywhere, especially on the ship.
There's a lot of alcoves. There's a lot of items they could be hiding behind. There's lots of shadows. You know, I remember in particular in one of the mazes on the ship, there's just this long corridor, and it's just you see the light at the end of it. And there's light on this side that you're starting on, but the whole corridor is just like pitch black.
Yeah.
And you're walking through it, and there's a woman like arching herself over the walkway so you can't see her when you're looking through it, so she'll like drop right in front of your face because she's standing on the ledge,
right,
which is fantastic.
I mean, yeah, it seems like that's not safe, so that's
seems very not safe, very not safe, but it's great, it works.
So yeah, but there was something that happened in one of the upcoming mazes that that got me good is probably so far the most legitimate scare I've gotten this season.
Wow.
I still have more.
That's heavy.
Yeah, I still have more experiences to go for those seasons. So who knows what's gonna happen? But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That one I was like, wow. Which we're not there yet. So
We were talking about how we can kind of predict the scares at Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
In Poltergeist, you know how they press the button, it's a loud noise, a loud light, and then they pop out and they're like, blip, because that's the noise they make.
Yeah.
They go, blip, in one of the dark hallways, the guy who peels his face off, he had one of those pop outs in the dark hallway. But instead of him pressing the button and the loud noise went off and then he came around and jumped out, he was already in my face. He was just waiting for that noise to go off.
the light to go on?
Yeah, and it scared the living crap out of me, dude, because I wasn't expecting him to do that. Which to me, that was a refreshing take on it. But I mean, like you said, it's pretty predictable.
it was been. As you bring it up, I love the Poltergeist house.
To me, that was one of the top 3 of the night. To me, it's the Universal Monsters was number 1, then Poltergeist was like number 2, and then number 3 for me was like Stranger Things.
See, I put Trick or Treat in the top 3, mostly because I love the IP.
I love Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's one of my favorite Halloween films, but there wasn't enough Trick or Treat in it. It was mostly black hallways. But we're moving on.
I know, side tangent.
Side tangent. There was like 95% black hallways and 5% Sam.
95%.
It was like 98% black hallways, man. It was like Black Hallway the movie. So
well, I can't wait till they get that movie.
yeah, they're in their element if that's the case. I'm just joking around. I'm just being harsh to be harsh. The next maze that we're gonna be talking about that is on the ship at Queen Mary is B340. A series of inhuman crimes tormented the Queen Mary passengers during a routine cross-Atlantic voyage in October of 1948. Follow the lead detective on the scene as he uncovers the evil truth behind one of the most notorious criminals to ever invade the luxury liner, Samuel the Savage. The investigation follows a sinister journey filled with terrifying twists and turns that point to the most infamous stateroom on the ship, B340. The Queen Mary's most sadistic resident, Samuel, is here to remind you there's always more than meets the eye. Having made headlines around the world, only he has the answer to what truly happened on October 17th, 1948. According to the ship and police reports that that fateful event, Samuel was deranged and dangerous, not only to passengers and crew, but also himself. After his brutal and bloody rampage against passengers and staff, Samuel was captured and locked in stateroom B340 until the ship was docked the following day. When police arrived and entered the room, the blood-soaked walls, cruel carvings, and subsequent missing persons report launched a mystery that to this day remains unsolved. Now, for me, this one was one of my favorites on board the ship since its inception. I've always loved B340, and I think partially, at least in years past, the reason why I've liked it is because it's a little bit more cerebral than most of the other ones. It isn't like, okay, well, there's a killer chef out there that's killing and torturing people, and we're literally seeing the works of that, eyeballs and plates and stuff.
Right.
You know, he has chains on him. Like, that's one of his characteristics. And in one of the opening scenes, at least in the prior years, is you're walking through those chains, like giant versions of those chains. There's monsters hiding in that, and then you kind of go through, you know, memories of his and his psyche of like going to church and evil nuns and all this crazy stuff. So I've always really liked it for that. And from the description, it sounds like this one is one of those mazes that has completely changed, like from top to bottom.
Yes, I've been waiting. I gotta go get this out. I've been waiting.
This is the one you were excited about?
Yeah. So first of all, I had a completely opposite reaction to this maze in the past than you did. This was one of my least favorite ones because I had never had any clue what was going on.
Well, it's okay that you're being wrong. I mean, being wrong is totally okay.
Yeah, yes, okay, thanks. Like, I always was like, what is happening? It wasn't until maybe like a few years of going that I was like, oh, that's the stateroom where, you know, that's the most haunted place that was closed off for years. So that adds a little bit to it too. But everything you just described, like visions of nuns, all this stuff, I didn't pick up any of that in the maze. I was just like, they're just random stuff. I don't know what this number represents. Like, the maze never explained it, like just going in cold. And I
guess you're right. Like everyone's like, "What's B340?"
I literally had no idea. I just know that maze always had like human skin peeled off all over the place.
Yeah, it was a very gory maze. Very gory.
That's I'm like, oh, the bee whatever maze with the skin. That's what I thought of.
Bee
this.
whatever maze with the skin.
That's what I thought of before this year.
That's fantastic.
This year, this may be the best maze of all of the haunt season in Southern California.
Really? That's a huge statement.
It's definitely. I have just another one I'm tied with, and I keep going back and forth. But I was like, the pendulum, it's this close,
Yeah.
and this one might be my favorite. The other one we'll bring up later is it's really close, but this one was completely different from the ground up. So number one, it's kind of like you're following the trail of a detective that's trying to crack the case of Samuel the Savage. So there's lots of narration.
Oh, so the audio has narration going on, or are there actual characters?
No, there's audio. The audio has narration.
Oh, that's different. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so right there's a lot more explanation of what the hell's happening than would have ever been there
Literal
before.
exposition.
Yes. The music is absolutely incredible. It sounds like you're in some like 80s crime drama. And I don't mean 80s like TV. I don't know. Just I love like dark electronic music and everything, and that's what it sounds like. It's just this pulsing beat, and it really sounds like an 80s movie. I
kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, so
like dark synthwave.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but I love it.
It works. Whatever the reason why it works.
Now, Samuel the Savage, who I assume Samuel the Savage in the maze has this character design that's not been seen anywhere else. It's not in the promo photos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks really cool. Like,
so what does he look like? Because on the promo image, which we're looking at right now, you know, he has scars on his face. His mouth is all bloody. He has the chains. He has like torn up clothes and yellow eyes, and that's pretty much it.
Right, and I assume that who I'm talking about is Samuel the Savage because he appears throughout the maze.
I thoroughly hope so.
He seems to have this hybrid of like his face morphed into like a mask, like a gas mask.
What the heck?
Like, yeah, it's really bizarre looking, but it's also really cool.
I can see that.
You know, and the first time we saw that character, I was like, well, that was cool. Who is this? And he kept showing up. I didn't see the image of what's on the website anywhere in the maze, so I just assumed that that's really what Samuel the Savage looks like. It's a really interesting.
Yeah, that's odd because like, well, one, the image on the website. This guy actually doesn't work at Queen Mary anymore. He's actually in the Arkham maze at WB.
Oh wow!
He's the first Arkham Asylum inmate that you meet after coming out of the elevator. Like that's that actor.
Wow. So
yeah.
So that's basically they're that 100% is associated with the old maze.
A different person completely. But then also like at Midsummer Scream, they had another person, but in the same style of makeup. So I don't know why they're not using the same imagery from the maze for the character himself.
I don't know, but the imagery in the maze is awesome.
Maybe it's because the imagery in the maze only fits within the maze, and it wouldn't necessarily translate out of context. Because if you think about it, like all these characters are rather straightforward. Yeah. Like you would need a lot of explanation for that.
I guess.
Who's this MFer with the gas mask face? This is Gas Mask Man.
I mean, that's what we thought. That's what we were asking. We're in the maze.
Well, because he shows up so many times, I'm assuming it's him.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's one part. There's like a bunch of neon lights going on. That's another 80s thing. I don't know. This story definitely didn't take place in the 80s.
Yeah, according to its description, it sounds like it takes place in like 1920 something or other. Right. Like I don't understand how that in 1948. Apparently in 1948 they like dark synthwave and neon colors.
You know what? And this might be a stretch, but it seems like this is a maze that is based on a fictional movie because the movie doesn't know movie exists. that was made in the 80s about Samuel the Savage. So
that's a better way of explaining it.
Yeah.
I totally get that. I totally get
that's
that.
that's totally what it is, and it's so cool.
If it works, it works. And it sounds like the reinvention of this maze really helps tell the story better than it did before, so that people who are unfamiliar with what B340 is, who Samuel the Savage is, now have a better understanding, because the storytelling is so much better.
100%.
Like, it completely from the top to bottom, storytelling 100% better. And then on top of it, just aesthetically having a maze that, correct me if I'm wrong, is visually completely different than a lot of the other mazes that they have on board.
Oh yeah, like that's in the past you would say the Dark Harbor mazes have a very similar
Yeah,
look to it.
especially all the ones on the ship, because
Yeah.
they usually let the ship be the ship.
Right. But this one definitely stood out like dramatically.
That's cool, and I like that they're kind of differentiating their mazes visually from one another, at least within this context. Not everything else, because I haven't had the conversation yet, but at least within the context of B340, visually it is different than the rest.
I mean, for the most, and it's true. There's not really any other ones that are like so drastically different.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know why they decided to maybe when they decided to redo this one, a lot of people felt like I felt like they're like, I don't know what's going on here. And they're like, all right, let's just start from the ground up.
People at Queen Mary were like, what's B340?
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is, man. What is B340? We've been in B340.
Yes.
I never want to go back
No.
to B340.
No,
Never,
I'm
ever again. I'm totally dandy without ever having set foot in that room again. I'll walk by it. Totally okay with that, but I never want to go back in that room ever again.
Yeah, we were in there for like a long time.
We were in there for like an hour and a half. I felt very ill. I did not like being in there.
We were there with like 20 people too.
Well, like, there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine. It's like, I'm going to puke on you then, because I feel sick in this room.
Yeah, it's
So I don't know.
very eerie.
Yeah, very, very. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother podcast, which I've actually already had one about that. So it's not for another podcast, because it's already a podcast
For
that
one of the
exists.
past. All right.
Yeah, there you go. For one of the past. There it is. Okay, so moving along, there goes the motorcycle, because this is Los Angeles.
Does your mics pick up?
Oh, yeah, it makes it up. Are you kidding me? 100%. I have music playing in the background of all my episodes, and you could still hear that crap.
Wow.
Yeah, so life goes on. I just kind of leave it. Even when I did Park Fanatics, I was like, it's part of the ambiance. It's
the
LA
ambiance.
traffic. What
Yeah.
can you do?
Just like you're in LA. It's just like the listeners right here in LA with you.
Yeah, it's like you're actually in traffic with me. Not that I'm recording this in traffic or anything. But anyway, moving on. The next maze that we're going to be talking about is Lullaby, which was actually, to me, one of the scariest that there is, just based on the subject matter. It's super creepy.
Yeah.
But Lullaby, and the description for this is, it has been long rumored that Mary, the little girl who drowned in the Queen Mary First Class swimming pool in 1952, has haunted the dark corners of the luxury liner since her untimely demise. Many experts theorize the haunting derives from Mary's spirit attaching itself to the little girl's stuffed toy bear. Perhaps the bear holds the gloomy secrets behind the wicked ghost of Scary Mary and why she still sings her eternal lullaby. Then there's some more. My mouse got stuck. Many spirits linger in the first-class swimming pool, but Mary is the youngest of the ship's collected souls and the most playful. With her teddy bear in one hand and the other reaching for you, she is always seeking new friends to play with, whom she can keep forever. Forever. Though her life came to a tragic end, after drowning aboard the ship in 1952, the sounds of an eternal lullaby and sightings of a young girl have taken over the ship once more. Mary's untimely death launched international paranormal investigations that resulted in the presence of an ominous vortex near the changing rooms, acting as a crossing point for all spirits. When playing games with Mary, be sure she's not leading you down a path from which you won't return. All these descriptions are like very detailed, like really detailed. Like, this is what people need to read before going, seriously, because it gives you a really good example of what's going to happen.
For sure.
So, how does this one stand up to the last iteration of this maze? Because to me, like, this was a really fun maze. You got to walk by the swimming pool, depending on like how many Scary Marys are around, they could really mess with you. I mean, they separated me and Nikki at one point. Like, we were by ourselves and they separated us. So Nikki went up the stairs and one of the little Scary Marys just stood in front of the stairs. She goes, "We want to be my friend," and I was like, "Nope." Like, "Do you want to play a game?" I was like, "Nope." "Why don't you want to be friends?" "Cuz." And I had to walk through that entire maze by myself, and it was terrifying. Are you kidding me? Like, screw that. But it was fun. It was a great experience. So how does this year stand up to the last one?
Well, I would say Lullaby in the past has been my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they made some modifications to it that I wasn't too thrilled about.
Okay.
Now, they mentioned this thing about the teddy bear in the description you just read there.
the spirit being attached to the teddy bear, almost like Charles Lee Ray being attached to the good guy doll. In a way.
That's not as it's not as that as
It's that simple.
It's not as interesting
It's as cool.
that.
I just like being contrary to whatever you say.
Yeah.
It makes it funny and entertaining.
Sure. Well, number one, I feel like the playful tone of the maze was taken out.
So it's no longer like, "I'm gonna play with you forever" anymore. Like the whole, like, giant toys and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's there a little bit, but it's scaled down because basically Scary Mary, like in the past, Scary Mary was coming after you, trying to be your friend.
Yeah, she was everywhere.
Yeah. Number one, I would say there's probably like a third of the Scary Marys in the
wow,
maze
that's
that are normally there. So there wasn't, like you said, they were everywhere. There was definitely not a lot of them in there that I recall. So that was different. And when you saw her, I mean, sometimes she was coming at you, but it wasn't about this whole play with me, stay with me in the afterlife vibe.
Yeah.
She was like not having a good time because of something going on with her teddy bear. So it was almost like you were passing by her nightmare or something. It's a totally different vibe.
That's really odd.
Than you being stuck in her world.
I feel like that was what made the maze really good, is because you were the target.
Yeah.
You were the reason why she was coming out of the woodwork in the first place. Like, she's coming after you, which makes it a very interactive experience and not very passive at all in that manner. And it sounds like this is more of a passive experience where you're kind of walking by these scenes and watching something unfold in some type of story that's not involving you. Because before it involved you.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that I interpret it. What's unfolding isn't really that obvious or anything, and obviously there's still Scary Mary's coming out, and that hallway is in there that you're talking about, the one long hallway where someone's...
Yeah, that thing is terrifying, man. I know it's coming, and it still gets me.
Yeah, I mean, that's still there. I'm not sure the context of that. They just keep it for fun. I don't know. In fact, I don't recall going by the swimming pool.
Yeah, from what I understand and from other people, because for our article, we actually had Brad Jasinski do the article for us, because he went, "You don't walk by the swimming pool anymore," which to me is a huge missed opportunity. I think I think that's a problem. It's like, you have a maze based on a ghost that drowned supposedly in that pool, and you don't have that pool anymore. Yeah. And I don't know why. I mean, there could be for various amount of reasons why you can't go there anymore.
Yeah, maybe
at least this year. Maybe they just maybe renovating or who knows. There's a myriad of reasons why we probably don't go through there. But I truly think that there's an issue with not having gone through that pool after having gone by it so many times in the years past.
This seems like it was changed for the sake of being changed.
Like, not for the better, just because we want to change things up.
Yeah, I mean, that could, that's just my opinion. Just because I really enjoyed the way it was before. And I didn't dislike it, but I'm just saying I really enjoyed it the way it was before. The playful feeling was gone.
Yeah, and that in and out of itself kind of distinguished itself away from everything else, because every other maze at Dark Harbor is, outside of like Circus, is rather sinister.
Yeah.
This was like one of the few that was like super kind of funny in a way.
Yeah, it was sort of lighthearted.
Lighthearted in a weird way, yes.
But yeah, that's my only real takeaway. And in fact, at the end, before you leave, Mary's laying on the ground, like literally right towards the exit. In the past, that's where Mary kind of follows you out and keeps talking to you and says, "Don't leave," and all that. And this time, she was on the ground, like holding her head and screaming about her teddy bear, like it was just like she was in a insane asylum.
Do you think that maybe it could have just been the time that you went through? Like maybe she gets up and she follows you out screaming about her teddy bear or something. Maybe it was just that moment. I mean, and when it comes like, and I'm a broken record when it comes to these haunt episodes, because I always say going through these experiences is all about timing. All about timing.
Oh, sure.
Because you could go through the worst possible maze ever and get the crap scared out of you like crazy because you just happen to catch it at the perfect timing. You could go through the best maze ever and not get scared once because of just poor timing. So maybe it was just poor timing. Maybe like she just happened to be doing something different at that moment that she normally wasn't doing all night long or something. So
I don't know.
But it stinks that it doesn't hold a candle to what it was previously for us, because I think we're on the same wavelength here where Lullaby was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun in years past. So it kind of stinks that they changed it like that.
Yeah. And I think I said this I say it on my show, and I'll say it here. Any criticism that they're giving these haunts is just because we love them so much. It's not like we're just like bashing it just to bash it.
It's constructive criticism, and it's also just personal opinions on this. I would never bash an experience just to bash an experience. I feel like that's not helpful in any way whatsoever. It's not constructive, which is the reason why, most of the negative things that we're saying are constructive, and we also follow it up with things that we love about it too. So it's not like we're just negative.
I also think to talk about this in so much detail, obviously, like, we're passionate about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, clearly we care. We care about it a lot to the extent where we're bringing up these things, So, well, if there's what was anything noticeable for you from this maze? What was the takeaway? What was some moment that you really liked?
Well, one thing that was different.
One thing that was different.
It was different. And I sort of I feel like this would probably was bad timing. It wasn't bad. I feel like this would be awesome if the timing was good. That's why I was saying it's different.
Yeah.
Was that you go through a path of a bunch of fake scary Marys.
That sounds cool.
One of them is real.
That's great.
But what I was walking through, the real one wasn't pretending to be fake.
Oh, man.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that could have been really awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
She was like directing traffic. She was like, keep walking. Like, that's literally what was going on when I went through that part.
Oh, no.
So maybe people were like not walking right before I got there.
Maybe somebody was causing problems.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So I don't know. I'm just saying that was one of those.
One of those moments. Yeah. That could have been really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. So moving on from Lullaby, we're going to come off of the ship and go to one of the mazes that's been there for a really long time. And for me, wasn't one of my favorites for a long time until last year, where I actually felt like it was different enough for me to enjoy it to a certain extent. But this was Nikki's favorite in years and years past. So we're going to be talking about Dead Rise.
I was like the whole time, like, what is it?
I have it up on my computer, dude. Like, you can see my computer.
I was looking at the photo, and I'm like, I don't recognize the base for that photo.
It's the upside down dude. This is Half Hatch Henry. Oh, that's what it was.
He's new, though, right? Half Hatch Henry is new this year, right?
No, Half Hatch Henry has been there. This is his maze.
Oh, okay.
But you never see him.
That's what I thought. But, yeah, this year was the first at Midsummer when they came out. That's the first time I remember seeing him.
Yeah. I'm so confused by that, because I remember seeing Half Hatch Henry at the event. I remember seeing him at other things. But this version of him wasn't the version that I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Because they talked about... Because the guy with the eyeball hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said that he got stuck between two doors, like, which is based on a story from the ship. Somebody was playing chicken and got squished between the doors.
Right.
But that's not the story that I thought about this guy. It might be different. Who knows? I have no idea.
But that's not the Dead Rise story, is it?
I'm so confused.
The Dead Rise story is about
like a warship.
A warship that the people died on it.
I thought so. I mean, I could be wrong.
What do we know? Anyway, so
well, it's written here, so let's find out.
All right, let's see what it says.
Let's see what it says. The Gray Ghost rises once again, set out on its annual ghastly. I keep thinking that I'm missaying these words, but they're very easy words to say. Its annual ghastly voyage damned to its eternal battle on the living. With the fearless captain at its helm, guests will walk among the rusted carcass of the Grey Ghost as it's full steam ahead into the flames of war. So this is what we were talking about. Thus, those unfortunate enough to be caught in the ship's warpath may either salute the captain or, like an anchor, sink to the depths of the watery tombs. Then the rest of it says, it has been rumored about the ship throughout Dark Harbor that only half of spine-chilling Henry's story is known. An infamous daredevil, Henry's reputation stems from his years aboard the ship as a crew fireman before a deadly game of chicken inducted the severed soul into his eternal voyage.
Okay.
So it's both. So I guess we were slightly confused because it is both. Beneath the captain, Half-Hatch Henry is now climbing the ranks, training others through seas of shrapnel under fiery skies. Once aboard the wreck of the sunken ship Dead Rise, only will you know whether you have what it takes to make it through the deep sea boot camp alive. That description to me is like so convoluted. Like there's so much going on.
Yeah, it's to the point where you're like, you don't even want to comprehend it. You're just like, whatever.
Can I just go in and get scared now, please? So how did you feel about Dead Rise this year? Because from what I understand, like it's pretty different.
There's some big differences. In the past, what I liked about it was that, it's outside, it's not covered. They use a lot of fire in there.
And water.
So because of that, because it's outside, and I like that element of it. One thing, last year they ended it this way, and I'll get to the end in a minute.
The ending to this maze is my favorite ending of any maze anywhere ever.
Well, so I'll just get to it when I get there, because I have really mixed feelings about this one this year.
Oh, really? Yeah, interesting.
And you just kind of walk through tight sleeping quarters of sailors, and that's where they were hiding. I mean, then it was in the past. I mean, that was really it. I don't really remember.
Yeah, like you walk through kind of like a kitchen portion, they'll hit the wall because most of these sets are within those big metal containers, like storage containers. So they hit the wall and the whole place echoes, and that's really what gets you.
Right. Or sometimes they're right in front of your face and you can't see them because it gets so dark in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was okay. In the past, I mean, I was indifferent about it. I felt the sneeze coming on.
There we go. Bless you.
I was trying to see me to pass.
I saw your face kind of like
It's like
contorting. It was like contorting, and I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
I'm like,
Terminator
2, like morphing. Yeah,
exactly.
Really a robot. So anyways,
like Batman the Animated Series, where like he shows Clayface his actual face. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know that one.
Oh my god, look it up. It's an incredible scene from the animated series. He shows Clayface his real face, and Clayface just goes insane. He starts like morphing back and forth to like all his different versions, and it's nightmarish. So that's what I thought about when I saw you doing
awesome.
that.
Oh, thank you.
Something nightmarish.
Right on.
Yeah, there you
go. So when we get there, and I don't know how they've defined this or refined this process, but when we first got our tickets, they gave us a token.
Okay.
And the token had a symbol on it. And by us, I mean our entire group got one token, not all of us got a token.
No, everybody didn't get a token, just your group gets a token.
And by group, I don't mean just the Creepy Kingdom group. I mean the Creepy Kingdom and Nightmarish Conjurings group, because we were all literally together.
Oh, wow.
And so they're like, so I was like, here's your coin. I'm like, oh, do we get more than one? They're like, and they just like, we don't have too many, so you guys can just have one because you're gonna do it together. And we're like, all right, well. But
did you get to keep the coin?
Well, no. Well, the coin, as was explained at some point, has a symbol on it, and if we see that symbol in one of the mazes, then we show it to the person that's standing there, and that person at that point will then reveal a door, and that's how you access the secret bars that are inside the mazes.
Oh.
But so you have to have these tokens. Now, I'd mentioned, maybe I mentioned on the show.
So there's no way to get into those bars unless you have a token.
Correct, as far as I know, unless that changed.
So do they just randomly give them out to people?
No, you're supposed to get them when you go in. That's when we got them.
So they just hand them to you when you go in.
Yeah.
And if you want to go in, you can do it. So it isn't like a random.
No, I mean when we go into Dark Harbor, not inside the maze.
Oh, gotcha.
Like when we checked in to go in, that's when we got the one token for our
See,
group.
I'm curious to know how they do it for the general public.
I mean, hopefully they have more tokens because we were, it was the second night it was open when we were there. So, now, I may have mentioned while we were recording, I don't remember, but a friend of mine was determined to find all the secret mazes.
Secret bars.
Bars, I'm sorry, yes, no secret mazes. So what they did...
All the mazes are very apparent.
Yes. Was the ringmaster has like an area to herself where she's mostly hanging out all night. Their whole plan was, we need more tokens. We want to go to all the secret bars. So we're just going to talk to characters and say, where can I get these tokens? So they went to the ringmaster and asked her, and she gave them all the tokens for all the...
Oh my goodness, there you go. That's how it works.
So... I don't know. I mean, that doesn't seem... I mean, maybe that's part of the fun. Maybe you really gotta, like... It's not for everybody, and everyone's gotta...
I think that's fun. I actually kind of like that a little bit more, because I know that last year, or at least we're kind of jumping ship off of Dead Rise and moving to other stuff, but just a brief talk about it. I remember last year, at least in Circus, there was like a Zoltar character you had to talk to and kind of convince to let you in to the secret bar.
I didn't even know that happened.
It's like you walk by a hallway, and down the hallway is like a Zoltar machine. I was like, what's that?
I don't remember seeing that.
I was like, me and Nikki were just standing there. I was like, what's that? And she's like, I don't know. Let's keep going. I'm like, no, let's go over there. I'm like, what is that? There's a reason why there's a long, like, it's there. Like, there has to be a reason. So went over there, started talking. She was like asking me weird questions and stuff, and I felt really uncomfortable. And then they let me into a secret bar.
Huh. So it's just... That's just like if you wander. That's if you wander off, then you get a bonus thing.
Yeah, I actually I don't mind this. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks that not everybody gets to experience it, but it does make it very unique and special more now so than it did before.
My only gripe there is that not everyone should experience it, because then what's the point? But I felt like they should have given a lot more clues on
where to find it
or who to talk or whatever. Like that was they just did that of their own accord because they're just trying to
say good luck.
Yeah, they're just like, you see this symbol, get in there. So I don't know if that's something as the event has progressed. I mean, this kind of thing is a very new thing. I mean, I've never even heard it before anywhere. Having like secret bars inside of.
Well, they had it last year, but I mean, like, yeah, it is a very different concept. Yeah.
The logistics of doing that is not. There's no precedent for it, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So, anyways, so we get into Dead Rise. It's so far looks like it always has, and then we reach a point where we see the symbol that was on our coin. So there was a person standing there. So we show them that, and they open the door, and lo and behold,
there's a secret bar.
There's a secret bar, and we were just there just to kind of be there because it was fun. We were drinking and hanging out there.
Yeah.
But one of the things that they had, which made it really cool, was once you get to the bar, it's kind of elevated up. You go up some stairs, and people in the maze are like below you.
Oh, fun.
So for people that didn't get to the secret bar, they just see like people sitting at a bar up above them. But what's near the seats over near the edge there are these buttons. And if you press the buttons, it causes smoke and steam and this loud noise to come out of this barrel.
Oh, that's fun.
So Shannon, she sat there for probably at least 10 minutes solid.
Just pressing the button?
Well, no, what she would do, and we have video of this, what she would do is she would yell at the people, say, hey, there's secret tokens in the barrel. So they would go look, and then she hit the button.
That is messed up crap, man. That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, she was very much enjoying doing that. We had to pry her away from that.
So that's the secret bar.
Yeah.
So other than that, what else is different about this year's iteration?
So it was pitched that there was a huge obstacle course in the middle of the maze,
which doesn't sound fun to me.
And it was also, the terminology that was being thrown around was American Ninja Warrior,
which also doesn't sound fun to me.
It sounded like a lot of fun to some of the people in our group. So basically we get to that point where that is, and it starts off, you have to climb like a net. It's less American Ninja Warrior, more like
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
not even. I was gonna say like just like boot camp drills. That's what I gotta climb a rope netted thing, and I'm not really sure what happened, but I know at that point I had like cameras on me and all this stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I split from my group, and if you don't go the obstacle course, there's just like a bunch of random barrels and stuff in this open space. And what ended up happening was that it was just like pure chaos between people not knowing where they wanted to go, or
So just a mishmash of people trying to figure it out.
yeah, and we had so much fun, leaving the secret bar and stuff, and my spirits were high. But I was trying to watch what they were doing and maybe film it because we didn't know what it was, and there's a point where you can't really see it anymore. And at that point, I just completely lost everybody that I was with.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I thought maybe I'd meet them at the end of it or something,
But if you separate, you're separated.
You separate. So there's that.
Oh geez.
So that sucks. And it just became chaos. I mean, it came from like no one was really around when we walked into that space to like just hundreds of people were around me. I couldn't even.
Oh my god.
It was like like people weren't walking. It was this weird, slow, cattle call out of nowhere. Because before we were walking, and for the most part, there wasn't too many conga lines all night. They would pace out, letting people in so that you have a little bit of
well, if you have
experience.
something like that, you're gonna really need to pace the amount of people that are going through the experience.
Yeah, I feel like the working out of that needs some work, or just logistics of having. There needs to be somebody there
Helping people out.
Yeah, just clearly directing
this way.
Yeah, like what you're gonna do. I mean, they pitched this even at Midsummer, saying that you could spend all night there. There's no.
What? Yeah, I don't remember them saying that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at Midsummer at their panel, because I just it's like a separate thing from the maze, and it is because it's off to the side.
So it is its own separate thing. So okay, then I'm confused. So it's not like you have. I know that you said you don't have to go through it. But if you do go through it, what? It doesn't meet up with the maze? It just ends or something? Or
No, it does meet up. But I'm saying it's not like timed that I was wherever it lets off. I don't even know where that is. To be honest, I never saw my people again. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it let off. I just know that it was a slow crawl out after that point. And one of the reasons that people weren't walking was because of the end of the maze was climbing up. And actually, I have no idea why people weren't walking, but it was really irritating. So last year, they ended the maze the same way they did it this year, which was part of something they've done in years past when it was its own maze. It was like a mini maze or something. It was like called the White Ghost.
Oh, no, they've always done it for this. The White Ghost is something completely different that they did include the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So this maze always ended with white walls completely blasted with light and fog, and you can't see anything.
You can't see anything, right.
But everybody can see you.
Right. So the problem I had with this was that, it's not like my favorite thing I heard, because it's like, but it's just, you just keep going, and it's fine. Because, but people weren't moving.
Like through it?
Yeah, because they were scared
or
didn't know what to do,
yeah.
and it was like really backed up. I probably spent I don't even know, over 5 minutes in there.
Oh my god!
If you think about it, it's usually 30 seconds.
It takes like 10 seconds, dude. It's not that long of a container.
People were not moving. It was. So that was.
So how did they get fixed? Did just eventually people started moving, or were people like, "Go, keep walking"?
No, it never got fixed. It was just a slow thing, and then there'd be 30 seconds of just standing there.
Weird.
And yeah, I don't know. It was quite miserable just to be sitting in this.
Yeah, that sounds like it kind of sucked.
thing. So I had fun at the beginning of the maze, and then in the end, I lost my group, and then I'm standing in this, in this container where I can't see anything. It's all fog anywhere, and I just barely see the person in front of me, and they're not moving, and I'm just kind of like, you know, if it was one of those things where like I could see, I would like probably would have walked around them just to like I don't know what the holdup is, guys, but I'm leaving.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
They're just actors, like.
They're not real monsters, people.
One thing that was funny though is that somebody behind me said, "I can't see anything," and then one of the monsters out of nowhere was like, "That's kind of the point."
Which is one thing about Queen Mary that I really like, is that their monsters are sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like they're not just like boo scary people. Like they'll verbally assault you if they want to. Not in a bad way though.
Right?
Like,
No, it's not.
Make fun of you. It's all in fun, of course.
They're sassy.
Super sassy. Oh my god. So it sounds like the maze just needs better operation. Operationally, it needs to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I think if the operations were better, I would have had a better experience at the end.
Yeah, and it just like in general, I feel like having some type of environment like that isn't really conducive to a maze environment. If that makes sense. I'm not choosing my words correctly. It's like if you're gonna have an experience like this within the confines of a maze, it needs to be developed in a way so that it doesn't cause issues like you're talking about.
Right.
Or else I don't think it belongs in a maze like this, because when you have a maze in an event like this, you know, throughput is like the most important thing. And if you have something that's really stopping people like in their tracks and causing so many issues, like just skip it. Like,
Right.
You should put up a door and say you're forced to go this way right now. Like that's what Scary Farm did with Tooth Fairy, like in the black hallway. Like we got too crowded, they just take out the black hallway in Tooth Fairy. Or with Circus in years past, like if it was too crowded, they just take out the ballroom and they just say like go this way. They just cut those portions out, which I don't deny the fact that they probably will do that at some point if it gets that bad.
I mean, they had to have worked this out since then, because that kind of
that
experience
can't keep happening.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, on top of the fact, I mean, if people found the secret bar, then they leave to do all that stuff right after that. They're probably
obliterated.
Yeah.
I'm so ready
You know, that kind of adds bottleneck too. Yeah.
The jungle gym, everybody. I'm going to a jungle gym now. Yeah,
I mean,
they puke.
I've never seen anyone that drunk there.
I have seen people very drunk in Dark Harbor. Very, very drunk. You listen here, Mary Scary. I'm going to tell you what's up. You know, I've seen plenty of drunk people at Dark Harbor.
Well, I'm
sure
they're there.
But overall, Dead Rise, I'm going to say, like, overall Dark Harbor, no, Dead Rise. Dead Rise, to me, has always had growing pains. It's always not been its best version, in my opinion. Like you said, I like that it's outside. I like that there's water and fire and all these effects. But it just sounds like it's causing an issue, including this jungle gym portion.
Yeah, so I mean, I would, like I said, I would think that they'd work it out by now, but I don't know. I've been back, and I haven't talked to anyone that's gone since.
So do you mind getting wet when you get to that portion? Like, because it shoots water like in the air and then it falls on top of you. It's not like you get misted. Like, you get wet.
Yeah, I mean, when we're doing media night, that definitely runs my anxiety because I'm holding like cameras and stuff. But like, other than that, I don't really care. For some reason, it's always hot when we go there. No matter what date or how deep into the fall it is, it's always so hot.
It's humid.
Especially on the ship.
Oh, it's always toasty in there, dude. It's always like it feels like Florida in there.
Yeah. So I'm like, the water doesn't bug me too much.
When we went through it last year, we were behind this family. And we got to that portion where the water was going off, and the woman in that group saw the water going off, and she put on the brakes, like dug her heels into the ground. She was like, "I ain't going there." And like the monster was like taunting her, like telling her, and he pressed it again, and she's like, "Oh hell no, I ain't getting wet." And she literally just went the opposite direction, and we never saw her again.
Oh, she left.
She just walked the opposite direction in the maze, like from where we came. So that means she walked to the entrance of the maze.
That's hilarious.
Because she didn't want to get wet, and like the monster was like, okay.
I applaud her standing by her decision.
She just bolted. She left. She never saw her again. She'd gone forever. So, anyway, that was Dead Rise. Moving on to the next maze that we have to talk about, which is Circus. It's the night before a dust-covered, rickety old circus opens to the public. Sneak behind the curtains to unveil the horrors lurking within the shadows of the big top. hosting a menagerie. Menagerie. There you go. Thank you. Menagerie of monsters and sinister creatures. The one and only Ringmaster returns with unadulterated, unbelievable horrors for all who step inside the circus. Though not a permanent resident of the Queen Mary, the Ringmaster's annual return to Dark Harbor takes place upon the captain's orders, no matter how defiant they prefer to be. What? Oh, whatever. Ringmasters, dust-covered wagons, and Mills Circus rejects travel the country on the hunt for children to add to this collection of freaks. The freaks may come out at night, but the Ringmaster manipulates their strings. The only question is, who manipulates yours? Freaks come out at night, everybody. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Anyway, circus has been a maze in the past that has always been really fun because it's just silly, it's goofy. There's like moving floors, and the characters always tend to have a lot of fun with the guests kind of coming through and just messing with, like, hey, go through that door, and it's literally there's no door.
Right.
You know, they have the ball pit. There's a lot of really fun aspects to this maze. How does this year's live up to the past years?
Oh, I mean, overall, the maze has never. It's always the same elements in different presentation.
Different orders.
Yeah, different order, but it's always the same thing. So it's there's a lot of similar experiences. There's a few that are new that I'm not sure about.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure if they work or not, is what I mean. So you reach a point where there's two paths. In the past, there was two paths, and one just led right back to where you started, if I recall. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but now there's actual two paths.
So you have to choose, or do they tell you where to go?
No, you choose.
Oh, cool.
And so I only did one path. I did ask what was on the other path. Someone else that would. So I have a little information on that. But
cool. We'll talk about the paths then. Let's talk about that.
Well, one path leads to our aforementioned ball pit.
Oh, okay, cool. The ball pit.
I don't know.
There's a clown in the ball pit, and you're kind of having a hard time getting through, and the clown messes with you.
Right, there's that.
It's a little annoying.
It is, But,
who likes balls in their face? I don't.
Nobody. But I'd imagine the ball pit aspect of this would be, you'd be more open to it if you weren't like. If you're not media. If I went through that ball pit when I just had nothing on me,
yeah,
you're just like whatever.
It'd be a bit different. It would be your disposition would be a little bit better.
Right. But so that's why it's so take it with a grain of salt. If you want to, you can probably have fun in the ball pit, but it's not that deep. But you can walk through it. It's not really a ball pit. It's a room with a bunch of those balls. It's not like a pit where you're waist deep.
Yeah, like you're wading through them. No, it's not that intense.
But it's pretty ridiculous.
It's enough balls to make you annoyed.
Yeah, for sure. Apparently, the other path had the thing I really hate, which is those big balloons you have to squeeze through.
Oh, the walls, the inflatable walls like they have in Paranormal Inc.
Yeah.
You don't like those?
I don't. But tangent. That was in Paranormal Inc. was the literal best use ever.
What do you mean?
This year,
just Farm, how it transitions.
How it went to this wholly different scene that wasn't there before in the past.
I thought I went the wrong direction.
Yeah, you're like,
I was like, am I supposed to be here?
Yeah, that was incredible. You're like, holy crap!
Holy crap! What's going on here?
But not to digress again. So you reach a point. Apparently, there's a secret bar in there. I didn't find it. Not that we had the tokens.
I know that Rick West made it to the secret bar, but that's not a surprise because Rick West makes it to every bar that exists everywhere.
He smelled it out.
He's like one of those bloodhounds, but instead of that, it just works with bars.
Yeah.
His ears move the scent to his nose. Right. It's that way. It's that way.
He's like,
Anyway. Rick, I know you're listening to this, so I totally feel okay with saying that. And you wouldn't deny it either, so.
By the way, that dog noise was not my impersonation of you, Rick. When I went, I was just making dog noises.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know where it is. Even though it was my friend that found it tried to explain it to me, and even when he said, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were thoroughly confused.
Because you walk through this one place that looks like it's backstage. There's vanity bears set up or something.
That's kind of cool though. That sounds different. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was. But there was Apparently it was near there, but there was only one actor in there. And then when you leave that, you get to this point where there's this guy with a big like spinning wheel, like you're gonna win a prize or something.
Oh, cool. Very fun.
And yeah, but then so you're looking at that, but then they have an actor on a bungee with a light shining in your face when you look that way. So
you can't see him.
You can't see him at all until like almost right in your face, literally. So
that's great.
So it was cool. I would have liked to have seen them just because I literally could not make them out at all just because I wanted to see them.
Now, was Circus in the Dome this year, or was it not in the Dome this year?
No, nothing's in the Dome. Dome's still closed off.
Okay, so last year it wasn't in the Dome, and I think that it lost a lot of its luster. I think it lost a lot of personality after having come out of the Dome. Do you feel that way with it being out of the Dome again?
I think it was okay out of the Dome. I don't think that I lost it. I think there's definitely, like I said, there's a lot of the same stuff, different presentation. But when it gets to this room with this spinning wheel guy, he like stopped us, our group, and we sat there and spun the wheel to see what prize we win, and we won guessing how many babies Shannon was gonna have.
I do remember that guy vaguely last year, and he was
there?
kind of. I feel like he's there to kind of regulate people moving forward. A way.
Well, the thing is that I would say we were like standing there for like a minute.
Really? That's a long time.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, this is horrible for crowd flow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So, but I didn't remember seeing anybody waiting. So I don't know if like our whole path, like we were like people went the other way or they closed it. I don't know. It's so confusing. But I just remember thinking like, I mean, this is mildly amusing, but
not enough to keep me here for a whole minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally what happened. He spun the wheel and then we're clapping like, yay, spin the wheel, here we go. And then I'm expecting some like big scare or something to happen.
And nothing happened.
He said, you're going to win. You're going to have 20 babies or something.
It sounds like it's one of those quirky Queen Mary things.
Yeah, and then we left. And it was, I mean, that's all it was. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it works. It's different. Other than that, I can't really think of anything too different about it. I mean, it's if you liked Circus before,
you'll like it again.
I'd say we got really lost in the mirror maze. That more than ever. Which, pro tip, there's no need to get lost in there because there's no ceiling. So look up.
So just look up and you'll see it.
You'll
see which way you need to go. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. Just look at the ceiling. That's an easy way to get out of mirror mazes. Just look at the ceiling.
Well, in the past, like I've done mirror mazes like at crappy carnivals. I look at the floor because the floor is so run down
and dirty that you can tell where the walls are.
But not. It wasn't there. So I was like, oh. And then I looked up. I was like, oh, okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Or just get lost in mirror maze.
There you go.
Which we did. We definitely got stuck there. So I don't know. Circus. Just like it was.
Circus.
All right.
So next up is Intrepid. All aboard the ghost train waits. A phantom coach forces the Queen Mary's original shipbuilder to relive his wicked wrongdoings to shipyard mates, Scottish brethren, and plagued family that led to the iron hell his soul rots away in. Follow the spine-chilling path to an evil sea witch, where a deadly pact was made, spawning the horrific half-metal, half-creature known as the Iron Master. Renowned for building an unsinkable, stoic, and infamous ship, the Iron Master paved the way and set the stage for the many spirits who will never escape his beloved luxury liner, the Queen Mary. What many seem to forget, everything comes at a cost. Betrayal of his loved ones, nerve-wracking insanity, and internal voyage were only a portion of the price. After surviving the Great Depression and the spread of leprosy, this is very specific, the voices in the Iron Master's head lured him to the moment that would forever change his fate. Presented with immorality and success, his choice was made, and his flesh was exchanged with the steel from the only thing he ever cared about, his ship. Desperation, fear, and disgust have driven this half-metal, half-creature story. What drives yours? That seems like an interesting description and a lot of information that I don't know if it plays into the experience. I know that for Intrepid, the first year that they had it, it was not very good.
Yeah, this is the third year, I believe.
And last year they improved. They actually did really well in the second year. So this is the third year, right?
Yeah, the first year I had to compare it with the first year was literally nothing. You walk through a bunch of chain link fences.
Yeah.
And there was one good scare in there, which was that there was a guy behind the fence and he had a barrel, and as you're turning a corner, he picked up the barrel and he like went as though he threw it at you, like he's gonna throw it at you, and your instincts are, wow, I better move. A barrel's being thrown at me, but of course it bounces off the gate, and you're
Yeah.
and I'm like, and that's all you can really do with chain link fences at a haunt. Like I don't.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the extent of its use.
Yeah. So that was in the dome too, as we said. So that was like literally, like I always say, that haunt was literally nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So how's this year's? Because I know that they were talking big about this one, and like big sets and like churches and all this crazy stuff.
So remember I said I was having a hard time picking my favorite.
So it was between this one and
Intrepid.
What was the last one again?
B340.
B340 and Intrepid.
Yeah.
So you really liked Intrepid.
Intrepid was amazing. It was the first one that we did, and it definitely set the bar pretty high for the rest of the night.
Sounds like it.
Because it was like, right away we're like, oh, we wonder how they're going to be different. What's bringing to the table? And we're just like, we were
blown away.
Just there's some like jaw dropping like moments. The beginning is similar. You get on the train, and there's some fun moments there. So let's say the second year is like you get on the train, and then I didn't really understand what was happening after that. It felt like we were like, this is last year. It felt like we were like walking through like a tomb or something. Like,
yeah, they were reusing a lot of the old sets that were used there for Voodoo and a lot of other mazes that were in that portion.
Right.
Like none of those sets have changed. They've always been there.
Right. So it was kind of like, it looks cool. I don't really understand what's happening here. So, but yeah, that for the most part, I'm sure the same pathway is there because it's in the same place where you're talking about. But yeah, that whole tomb weird random thing is totally gone, and you enter this graveyard, and I just stopped dead in the tracks, jaw open. It's like there's like a scene there. There's actors like at a funeral. And there's lightning flashes. It goes pitch black, but then when it's light, it's this dark blue. So it's like flashes of dark blue.
That's cool.
And to simulate raining, they have like the fake snow stuff they have at Disneyland. Snope. Yeah. So they've got that. It just, you turn the corner and it's an amazing visual.
So much that you hit the mic.
I was like, bam! Is that? Yeah, you're.
I don't know. That's fine. I don't care.
I was like, we were like I just wanted to stand there. We just stopped there.
It was pretty. I'm assuming it was really pretty.
Yeah, it was just incredible looking. And you walk through there, and some are some are mannequins, some are actors.
Yeah.
But there was not a real clear path. You could walk either side of these the funeral goers or people standing, which is cool because it really looks like, okay, I'm walking to a graveyard into a church.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, it's so unexpected. Like especially from this maze, like, and then you go in the church, and it was just so cool. It's just all these people under sheets and sitting in a church.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
It's so creepy.
That's cool.
And then some of them are real.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was definitely added to the fact that we were completely by ourselves. They had paced out the maze that no one was around,
well.
so I
really
felt like we were exploring.
That's cool. That's a cool feeling.
Yeah, especially since it was so new and so different. And the thing about the leprosy that kind of comes into play, because you see a lot of people with the with those crazy masks.
Oh, the big like
with the horn thing.
That was like the bird beak.
Yeah. Yeah, they utilize that a lot. I don't believe they were in the mazes before.
No, they were not. They definitely weren't in there before.
Yeah, it was, and then you just kind of go through all these corridors, and this was the maze where somebody got me really good. I mean, it was literally like just you're about to walk outside, and your eyes are just focused on, oh, we're going outside.
Exit.
There's an exit, and then there's just completely this pitch black area to my left that I was completely ignoring.
Yeah. And someone just came out of there.
They came out. They
got you good.
They got me so good.
Did you scream?
Yeah, I did. Ah! My friend, that was because I was so startled. I had to do the old lady scream. I don't know.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That I think it's fun that this maze started off as not like the ugly stepchild,
nothing,
and has grown into something so cool.
Oh, spectacular. There's one part where you go through. I don't know. It's a thing that everyone's starting to do a lot, and I hope that they tone it down a little bit. It's not my favorite thing ever. It was cool the first time, but the rooms with the laser fog, so that the laser's at waistline,
yeah,
so there's actors.
You can't see anything under the fog.
I mean, I don't mind the actors coming out of nowhere. That's not the problem.
I think that was my favorite part of last year's iteration. It scares the crap out of me.
That part's cool. The part I don't like about it is you don't know where to go. Like,
oh yeah, I guess so.
Unless it's a conga line experience, which we don't like for other reasons. You're just following the person in front of you. But you're just, I mean, you could really get lost, or not lost, but I don't know. For me, I don't like claustrophobic situations, so not being able to see and not knowing how to get out of an area.
It freaks you out.
Yeah.
Hey, it's another scary thing.
It is. And I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm just saying that that's it's not my favorite thing to happen. Yeah. But I like that they come out of nowhere. I mean, if you really wanted to, I guess you could get on your hands and knees and see underneath it.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'll just figure it out later.
Yeah, we didn't want to
let
crawl.
The course of time take its toll, and we'll just get out when we get out.
It's good. I think you can do it that way.
Yeah.
So when the maze is over, there's an actor kind of right towards the exit, standing there. He's kind of giving a monologue, if you will.
Interesting.
About the horrors that he's seen. It was pretty cool. I mean, we kind of just stood there for
something different.
Yeah, for like a few seconds and listened to him talk. And
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and he never acknowledged that we were there. He
just went on his deal.
Yeah,
he did his thing.
It's kind of a rare. You don't really see too much like that in haunts. And the exit was like, it was shaped like a ship. You figure most exits are nothing, especially at Dark Harbor. But as you exit, it's like a little ship that you walk out of.
That's pretty cool.
So it really completes the experience that you just went through. Essentially, that guy is on like his ship crashed on land. I guess that's the way. That's the way to look at it. So you're walking off of his ship.
That's really cool. That's pretty cool.
I can't. In general, I can't think of too many mazes anywhere that have like a themed exit.
That's true. There's not many
at any haunt.
No, there's not many. So would you say that overall, because that's the last maze that's there at Dark Harbor, but would you say for this year that is the reason why, like, Intrepid is alone the reason why they should go, because of how different, how grandiose, and how cool it is?
Yeah, Intrepid and B340, I really think those are the top tier mazes. And it's if you like I said, if you've gone before and you were like, I don't want to go, it's the same thing, or you're really in for a different experience and a way higher quality experience. Because I always thought Dark Harbor was pretty quality. I'm not saying that it wasn't, but I think the quality of those two mazes in particular were raised so high.
Yeah.
That's worth going to for just those two alone, in my opinion.
Well, there you go. And as a event as a whole, is it pretty much the same? Like a lot of entertainment, a lot of stages, lots of food, lots of drinks, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have the similar things. I have a few issues with some of the logistics that they have going on there.
No water. They have zero water. You have to buy all the water.
Yeah, you have to buy water. I think, and I complain about this on my show too, but I think that the food prices are really absurd.
Yeah, that's one thing we've always talked about too, is the buying the water and how expensive food is.
We're like, yeah, we know there's an upcharge. We go to theme parks, we know all that, but all that being said, I'm like, I don't know what their profit margin is or whatever, but it's like, that being said, the food that I had, I enjoyed. some people at our party got food that they didn't like at all. And it's like super expensive.
And you're paying like $16, $17, $18.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what was I got they had like long sausage or what do they call it?
Oh, really?
Very long sausage.
We're still talking about Dark Harbor,
Yes,
right?
we are. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Yeah. And anyway, so we had that. It's a family show, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
I was talking about food. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay, good. I ended up getting a sausage, a bottle of soda, and a slice of pizza, and it came to like $36.
Oh my god.
The slice of pizza alone was $10, and this is just like a regular. It said super slice of pizza, but it wasn't. So I'm like,
Well, it's super to them. Don't judge them.
sorry. Yeah, well. I don't know, man. I'm like, I hate to nitpick over that, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's an experience. The whole place is the experience.
Yeah.
So this plays a really large part in some people's experience and happiness in being at that event and guest satisfaction.
For sure. I mean, once you're there, like, you're not near anything else.
Yeah, like you can't. It's not like you can leave and get McDonald's and come back in and be munching on a Big Mac in front of like the captain. You can't do that. You have to buy the food that's there. You have to buy the water that's there. So it's like you're held captive to buy this expensive food or just starve until you get out and go to 7-Eleven.
Right, which
Stoner's
is
paradise.
Which is it's nowhere near anything. You take,
It's like 15 minutes in there 7-Eleven. I would know because I hunted it out.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have some stuff in your car in a cooler when like just waters like waiting for you to get back.
In general, I feel like that situation could be significantly better, like way better. And I don't know why the prices are so high. I don't know why they don't have water fountains. Like I don't know any of those reasons.
Right, and also there's porta potties. They don't have access to restrooms, so that could be an issue. And they're in the dark too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't want to see the insides of them anyway.
Yeah, I
so,
guess so.
Yeah, you're better
that.
off.
There's that.
Better off not knowing what it looks like.
Right.
Trust me.
But yeah, anyways, but overall, I mean, just the atmosphere. It's always this kind of twisted carnival atmosphere. Always tons of characters around. We experienced the ice bar.
How was the ice bar?
It was fun. It was just another logistic thing that was odd. They only let 4 people in there once.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting, and when we got in line, we're like, oh, there's only like a few people in line.
Mm-hmm.
And then we waited like so long to go inside because then we realized we're like, oh, because they're only
Letting a certain amount of people each time.
yeah.
Now, it's hard liquor, correct? That's hard liquor in there?
Yeah, it's flavored vodka, and essentially it's before you even go in, you buy either 4 or 2 shots.
Were they full shots or were they quarter shots?
They're quarter shots. They weren't like
Okay,
shots.
yeah.
Like
So
you go to
that's
the bar.
do they preface it with these are quarter shots, or do they just say this is a vodka tasting?
They just say vodka tasting.
Yeah, okay. So I have a huge issue with this, and I had an issue with it last year, is they did not specify how much you're getting or what it is. They just tell you it costs this much. And I feel like the amount of alcohol you're getting is not worth the money that you're paying for it whatsoever.
I don't know, how much is it? I don't even know.
I forgot how much it was. I completely forgot how much it was. I guess I could look it up on here, like under experiences. But
They probably don't have the price of that on there.
They probably don't have the price.
That seems
there.
like you'll find out when you go there kind of
Yeah.
price.
Well, do you think it would be pub and grub, or do you think it would be entertainment? I feel like it would be pub and grub.
Yeah, that's probably
Pub and grub. Yeah, I just remember the Barrel Room, Compass Bar, Crime Door, Gallows, Ice Cave. Here it is. Yeah, it just says it. Oh wait, yeah, at the Intrepid Maze. That's all it says. Info to come. That's all it says.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, it sure is.
Last day.
Yeah, I just remember the price being really expensive for what it was, and I remember being in there, and the girl was pouring the shot. She poured a half shot and poured it back into the bottle and re-poured it to give us less.
Really?
Yes, and to me it was just an outrageous experience, and like. Yes, it's cool to be in a Zero Below bar, whatever it is, things made of ice. Yeah, but it's not.
Jesus Christ.
It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it, and I think it's outrageous. I think it's completely outrageous, and that's just me just being honest. You know, I'm not mad about it. It's just I don't think it's worth it. And like if somebody's going in there to have a drink, I'd rather just go buy a beer.
Oh yeah, that's not it's just a novelty thing. It's definitely not like.
Yeah, it's extremely novelty driven. It's not not in any way, shape, or form is a way to actually get like a good drink.
There are like actual, ice bars in places around the country.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, Orlando, like that. This is not
that.
This is not that.
It is an ice room for tasting of vodka, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's a very, very small tasting. Like, you add it up, it's not even like a full shot. Like, it's very, very, very little.
But, it was, I would say, well, my issue with it wasn't even that. It was that they give you these jackets, and they only have one size, and I have very broad shoulders.
Oh, no, me too, dude.
So
you're screwed if it...
Essentially, I couldn't wear it. I had to put it over my shoulder. Like, I couldn't fit into it.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to, and it was like, I hurt my
Big
arm.
man in a little coat. Right?
And also, I think that was the reason I think that they only have so many people in there, is that I think they only have so many jackets.
That's true.
But we're talking, like, clearly you could have way more people in there, but they don't have any transactions in there. Like, you don't give them money. All the
You
transactions.
buy it outside, then you go in and have your experience, and you come back
So,
out.
and then when you go in, the person walks you in and says to the bartender, here's what they get. So that logistically needs to be worked out. Because when you go in a line, you're like, oh, I'll go in here, and there's a line. Oh, there's like 2 or 3 people in front of you. How long do you really expect to wait to walk inside of a bar?
Yeah, it's a pretty long
Like,
wait.
we waited like over half an hour. We're thinking, is it going to be like 5 minutes?
It was a half an hour wait. Did you think it was worth it? Be honest.
I think it was worth it. No, if I would have noticed half an hour, I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
But I wanted to check it out. So
Yeah.
I don't regret doing it. But if I would have known that it would have taken so long, because
Yeah.
that was literally the last thing that we did before we left. So
Yeah.
we're like, oh crap, we didn't do the ice bar. So let's
run back and do it. Oh my god.
yeah, and I would have, at that point we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So as a whole, how do you feel about this year at Dark Harbor?
I brought up my criticisms, I guess, but I still love going.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the unique experiences. I think it's the haunt I've gone to the most. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why or how, but it just seems to work out that
You end up being there a lot.
End up being there a lot. Yeah, I mean, Knott's is closer to my house than logistically, so it's not a closer thing because I live in Orange County.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of that is that the people that run it, they care about giving a unique experience.
Unique, quality, just different overall.
Yeah, it's just like you can kind of compare it to other stuff, but they're really about being their own thing.
It's very hard to compare the haunts in Southern California because they all have their niche audience. They're all very unique in different ways. And for me, I feel like Dark Harbor really plays into the fun, spooky, creepy atmosphere with drinks.
Yeah, they're the only major haunt with drinks, I guess. I don't know. Did Horror Nights have drinks this year?
I think Horror Nights is. I could not. I can't even tell you. I think they did. I don't know. Can't guarantee
If they did, I'm
remember.
pretty sure it's new.
Knott's has beer, so that's not that big of a deal. But I mean, like Dark Harbor or Six Flags has alcohol as well. But this is really the only maze that like puts it up front. They're like, we have a ton of bars. We have a ton.
Yes, come here and drink.
Yeah, that is like their slogan.
Dark Harbor, come here and drink.
Yes, exactly. You said it perfect. So that's
my impersonation of the captain.
So that is their thing. That's what makes them unique and different. And I mean, if you like having a drink, you like getting scared, you like Halloween, then this is the place for you.
Yeah, and that's it. And also, I love the characters. I think I'd love them to do other things with the characters. I don't know,
like a show.
Yeah, or a short film, or I don't know, just some kind of year-round entertainment with the characters.
Something to kind of keep like a little haunt fix in the middle of the season.
Yeah, because there's especially the main characters of the captain and the ringmaster, like that's like top grade talent. Like, they are hilarious.
They're really, really, really good.
You know, like, you think, like, this is all you're doing is letting, like, riffing while people walk into the park. You should be on TV. You know, like.
Yeah, they're pretty great. They're pretty amazing actors that on the, like, the drop of a dime can make fun of you more than anybody else could. You know, they're all pretty fantastic actors. And, you know, you're 100% correct in saying that, you know, the characters at Dark Harbor really do help it stand out from most of the haunts. You know, I don't know of any other haunt that actually showcases their monsters like Queen Mary does.
Yeah.
You know, Horror Nights can't do it because it's all IP. You know, Knott's really doesn't do that. Like, this is the first year they've ever actually had monsters from Scary Farm on their shirts. It's not like they showcase those monsters at all. Fright Fest doesn't do it. So Dark Harbor really leans hard into their history and those characters too, which I love them too. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm not going to proclaim to be I know all the history. This was told to me by my friend Josh, the person that's seeked out all those bars.
All the bars.
But he's also a history buff, and last year he was on my show talking about Dark Harbor, and he was just like schooling all of us on the backstories of all the haunts, and I literally had no idea. So
there you go.
And after that, it really enhanced the whole experience to me. I was like, oh, this isn't just random stuff. Like, this is based on
real crap that happened on this ship. Yeah. Except for the voodoo priestess. I'm pretty sure she's not involved any way, shape, or form.
All that and circus, you know, you gotta give it a pass. But
give it a pass. Don't care.
Oh, yeah, because the voodoo house was there for a while, but
yeah.
they kept the priestess, so that's nice.
Yeah.
And I did see Gail. I do love Gail.
Why are you so in love with Gail?
I don't know. She didn't talk last year. I mean, this year. Last year, she was like trying to pick me up. Like, she was like, "Hey, what are you doing later?" Like
odd.
Like trying to get me to. Well, she was trying to get me to get and follow her inside the maze.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, but this year she didn't talk at all. So I thought, is that a new direction for Gail?
Well, I wonder if she was gonna make you go front of line in the maze and like have you follow her and be like, go that way, and then you actually go through the maze. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it ended up not happening since my girlfriend Shannon was standing right there, shutting it down.
Oh no, Shannon!
She's like, yeah, maybe I'll see you later. And Shannon's like, nope, no, you won't. And then she's like, yeah, we will. Don't worry. So I don't know if she literally was going to lead me onto the maze like you said. I had no idea what was going to happen.
That would have been really cool. But anyway, it sounds like you had a really good time at Queen Mary's Dark Harbor this year. It sounds like they upped their game big time when it comes to their mazes, but it also sounds like their overall package hasn't really changed. But
not too much, but
yeah. But like, if you're going to go to if there's been any year to go to Queen Mary, it's this year.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
How drastically different the experiences are.
Yeah. If you've gone before, and you're like, it's going to be a different thing, but I think that this is a step in the right direction, and I think they're going to keep moving towards improvement. I mean, I think the first step, from what I hear with Jon Cooke being a consultant here, is let's get the existing mazes up to par, and I think in the future we're going to see some new experiences that are just going to blow us away, because they're just, you know, there's no limits, or there's no constrictions. I mean, on on how they can be.
I have advice. How about you shut down 2 out of the 50 bars? Then you'll have enough money to build a new maze completely. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Anyway. But anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show to talk about Queen Mary's Dark Harbor and your experience and all the cool things they have to offer this year.
It has been my pleasure.
You're a gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
Thank you.
Please plug your 10 million podcasts.
Well, everything is all at creepykingdom.com. We're all on one feed. We don't have like a different feed for a different podcast.
Liar.
So it's, you can just search Creepy Kingdom wherever you listen to podcasts. You can check them out and follow us on social media, and where we're just going to stuff all the time, especially this Halloween. We're just covering events and anything spooky and
you have
creepy.
Great coverage.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been going hard, so we're
hard in the paint.
Yep. But we're having fun.
Good. Thank you again, my friend.
My pleasure.
Now, that was an awesome conversation. Thank you again to James for joining us to talk about everything Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. Now, if you want to go check out that event, make sure you go to queenmary.com and buy your tickets for the event. They usually have some really good prices for the tickets, some really good discounts too, so make sure to follow them on their social media platforms. And also make sure to follow James and the Creepy Kingdom platform as a whole. You can find them on all the social media platforms as well. And thank you everyone for listening to this extra long episode of the Theme Park Duo podcast. It's a little bit different this time because Nikki's not here. You know, she's actually here, but she's like in the other room taking care of a child or something like that. Anyway, thank you for bearing with us in this extra long episode. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star written review. It always helps out the show. It's a way to support the show and helps other people find us easier so they can enjoy us like you are right now. And if you want to find us on social media, you can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All you have to do is search Theme Park Duo. It's a pretty simple search. Just Theme Park Duo and all those. You'll find us. And if you want to reach out to us, you can always email us at themeparkduo@gmail.com. And I've mentioned it a couple times before, and I actually think that I put it on Instagram, and I put it on, it's always in the show notes on iTunes, the link to our TeePublic site, where you can buy some of the shirts that we've created, or even rep a Theme Park Duo t-shirt. So head on over to TeePublic and check us out there as well. And thanks again, everybody, and always remember, there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. See ya!
Thanks for riding with the Theme Park Duo. Make sure to gather all your belongings before the end of the podcast. Bye-bye.